Thank you for tuning into another video for the 5-part series of signs that you're ready to heal. And I take it that if you've gotten this far, you are ready for the last sign, and that is the sign that you want to feel alive again. And that is sign number 5. It is that you are ready to feel your feelings. So I don't know about you, but for so long in my life, I just really felt like I had to stuff my emotions down. I couldn't feel them. And I got to the point where there was just no room left to stuff anything else down. The other thing that I did a lot was that I tried to manage everyone else's emotions, and that's called codependency. And I did this because I was raised to believe that it was my responsibility to make other people feel comfortable. It was my responsibility to make people feel like they were my responsibility, that I was there to take care of them, that um, if things got a little bit chaotic or out of control, I would be the one to step in and smooth that all over so that no one felt anything but calm, happy, peaceful. And that was really just like a family dynamic in general as well, because we didn't talk about feelings. We didn't talk about emotions. When things went bad, we didn't talk about them. And I am in Sedona currently and on a little mini vacay. In the reading, my childhood trauma came up. And the psychic medium asked if I have done any work around this, and I've done lots of work around it. But she basically alluded to the fact that my family in general stuffs things down. And she said, do you talk about what happened in the past? And I said, no, we don't. We don't talk about that. It's as if it never happened. And so I learned to stuff my emotions down because that's what I saw other people around me doing too. And so I started to bring that into the rest of my life, into my work relationships, my friendships, my intimate relationships. I just didn't express or share what I was thinking or feeling, because oftentimes when I did express what I was feeling or sharing it was met with resistance. It was not validated. It was not accepted. And I was often told I was wrong. So I just learned that, like, why bother sharing it? And I don't know if you can relate to that too, but but then it gets to the point where you stuff so much down and there's no more room left to stuff anything down. And so eventually it's just like the dam that breaks because there's so much pressure there. It can't take another drop of water pushing against it. And that's how it works with emotions too. If we stuff our emotions down for so long, the dam gets full and it breaks. And then the problem is that all of the emotions that you haven't felt come rushing out. They come rushing back to you. And so when that happens, things feel overwhelming and they feel unmanageable. And it feels like it's just beyond comprehension. And so it gets to the point where when you're on your healing journey, you're recognizing that the dam is ready to breach, that you can't take another speck of anything. And so you're at the point where you would rather say, okay, let me let things slowly come up and slowly release rather than having everything rush out at one time and be completely overwhelming. And this way, the process is definitely much more doable. It's more manageable, but it also allows us to feel the pain that needs to be felt without it being all consuming and not making it any more painful than it already needs to be or already is. It really doesn't need to be painful, but it is. The pain comes up no matter what, but at least it's something that we feel like we can deal with since we've already been living with it for so long, and it no longer has that crushing weight that it's been holding over us. And so we get to a point where we know we just can't ignore these things any longer because we want to feel that passion within ourselves again. We want to be able to take in the lesson of each feeling that we haven't allowed ourselves to feel. So that way, when we do have these feelings again in the future, we'll know how to feel them. We'll know how to respond. And we get to feel what it's like to be a living, breathing human again and not some zombie walking around under the weight of somebody else's issues or the weight of our own issues. So if you're looking for your sign that this is the time, here it is. Start doing that work now so that you can come alive again and get the lessons from the feelings and the emotions that you want. And then that way they don't have as much power and control over you as they used to in the past. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.